You know that feeling when stress weighs you down like a backpack full of rocks? When your mind races at 3 a.m. and no amount of deep breathing seems to help? What if I told you there's a forgotten valley in the Himalayas where ancient healers discovered herbs that can rewire your stress response? And the best part, these are not just myths. Modern science is finally catching up. Stick around, because by the end of this, you'll know exactly how to use these secrets for yourself. 1. The modern stress epidemic is lying to you. We've been sold a lie that stress is just part of life, something to manage with apps and quick fixes. But here's the truth. Your body was not designed for nonstop cortisol spikes. Think about it. When was the last time you felt truly calm, not just distracted? The problem is not you. It's that we've lost touch with nature's antidotes. The modern world has turned stress into a badge of honor. Like if you're not constantly overwhelmed, you're not working hard enough. But here's what nobody tells you. Chronic stress shrinks your hippocampus, the memory center of your brain. It's not just about feeling frazzled. It's literally changing your brain structure. And those stress management techniques? Most are band-aids on a bullet wound. The real solution is not learning to cope with stress. It's rewiring your body's response to it. Ancient cultures knew this. They did not have mental health days. They had plants that restored balance at a cellular level. 2. Why your brain craves these forgotten herbs. Your ancestors did not have yoga studios or meditation podcasts. They had something better, plants that evolved alongside humans for thousands of years. Take ashwagandha, for example. It does not just calm you, it literally tells your adrenal glands to chill out. And the most powerful varieties? They grow in one remote valley where the soil minerals amplify their effects tenfold. Modern science is now proving what herbalists knew for centuries. Ashwagandha does not just lower cortisol, it increases GABA receptors in your brain, the same neurotransmitters targeted by anti-anxiety meds. But here's the catch. Most commercial ashwagandha is grown in depleted soils, harvested too early, and processed with heat that destroys active compounds. The wild-grown varieties from that secret Himalayan valley contain 40% more withanolides, the active stress-relieving compounds. Your great-grandmother's generation did not need clinical studies to know this. They saw how certain herbs could turn a panicked child calm or help an overworked farmer sleep through the night. 3. The first hope moment. A 30-second reset. Before we dive deeper, try this. Next time stress hits, sniff crushed holy basil leaves. Sounds simple, right? But here's what's wild. Within seconds, the compounds trigger your vagus nerve, switching you from fight or flight to rest and digest. No meditation required. This is just the tip of the iceberg. Holy basil, tulsi, works so fast because its essential oils contain eugenol, a compound that crosses the blood-brain barrier within seconds. This is not placebo effect, it's neurochemistry. In Ayurveda, they call it the incomparable one for good reason. But most people use it wrong. They brew weak tea from stale leaves. For real results, crush fresh leaves between your fingers and inhale deeply, or chew one raw leaf with breakfast. The monks who taught me this trick would laugh at our stress balls and breathing apps. They carried pouches of dried tulsi instead. 4. The dark side of stress relief gimmicks. Let's be real, most natural stress products are either useless or loaded with fillers. That lavender pillow spray? Probably synthetic fragrance. Those relaxation teas? Often cut with cheap herbs. The supplement industry banks on you giving up before finding what actually works. But there's a way to cut through the noise. Walk into any health store and you'll see shelves of stress support blends with fancy packaging and vague ingredient lists. Many contain minuscule amounts of active herbs padded out with fillers like alfalfa or rice powder. Even worse, some natural calming supplements sneak in synthetic versions of plant compounds, which your body absorbs differently. The supplement industry knows you'll buy based on claims, not quality. That's why third-party testing matters. A real herbalist can tell potency by taste. That mouth-numbing bitterness in real valerian root? That's your sign it's working. 5. How to spot fake versus real adaptogens. Here's a dirty secret. 80% of ashwagandha supplements fail lab tests for active compounds. The real stuff should taste bitter, almost medicinal. If it's mild or sweetened, probably garbage. Look for wild harvested or small batch growers, especially from regions where these plants grow natively. Your nervous system deserves the real deal. Here's how to test your adaptogens. Real rhodiola should make your mouth slightly tingly within 30 seconds. Fake stuff tastes like sweetened sawdust. For ashwagandha, mix a pinch in warm water. Authentic root will create foam like beer head, thanks to saponins. Most commercial brands skip this test because their extracts do not contain these markers. The best growers? They're usually small family operations in Nepal or Siberia who still harvest by hand at the right lunar phase. Their labels will not have cartoon mascots or clinically proven stickers, just soil analysis reports and harvest dates. 6. The breakthrough most people miss. Stress is not your enemy. It's your body asking for help. These herbs work because they do not suppress stress. They help you process it. Rhodiola, for instance, boosts dopamine while protecting your brain from cortisol damage. It's like upgrading your mental armor instead of just hiding behind a shield. Think of these herbs as personal trainers for your nervous system. Bacopa does not just calm you, it repairs neuron damage from chronic stress. Eleuthero does not just give energy, it teaches your adrenal glands to respond smarter to stressors. This is why they work better long-term than pharmaceuticals. A Xanax might mute your stress response, but Rhodiola actually upgrades it. The monks who shared these secrets with me had resting heart rates of 45, not from meditation alone, but from daily herbal tonics that rebuilt their stress resilience at the cellular level. 7. A Himalayan monk's morning ritual. I spent a week in a monastery where monks start their day with a pinch of shilajit resin in warm water. Within days, my afternoon crashes vanished. Turns out, this ancient rock sweat contains 85+ trace minerals that feed your mitochondria. The best part? You do not need to move to the mountains to use it. That shilajit resin? It's formed over centuries by plants decomposing between Himalayan rocks, concentrating 84 minerals in bioavailable form. The monks taught me to test quality by dissolving a rice-sized piece in water. Real shilajit fully dissolves, leaving no grit. Most commercial versions are cut with fillers or harvested too early. Morning sun activates its compounds best, which is why Himalayan healers always take it at dawn. After 3 days of their ritual, I noticed something strange. My usual 3 p.m. brain fog vanished, replaced by steady clarity. No caffeine needed. 8. The 3-herb combo that changed everything for me. After years of trial and error, here's what stuck. Bacopa for mental fog, Eleuthero for physical stamina, and Schisandra for emotional balance. Together, they're like a symphony for your nervous system. Pro tip, cycle them, 3 weeks on, 1 week off, to avoid tolerance. The magic happens when these herbs work together. Bacopa repairs brain cells during sleep, Eleuthero sustains energy without jitters, and Schisandra, that's the secret weapon. Its 5 flavors, sweet, sour, bitter, pungent, salty, correspond to the 5 elements in Chinese medicine. Modern studies show it increases stress-resistant proteins in the liver. My personal blend: 1/4 TSP each in warm goat milk before bed. Within weeks, my sleep tracker showed 45% more deep sleep. The key is cycling. After 3 weeks, switch to Risure and cordyceps to prevent adaptation. Your body learns fast. 9. Why Big Pharma does not want you to know this. Think about it. There's no patent on a 5,000-year-old herb. No billion-dollar ad campaigns for Tulsi tea. But the research is there. In one study, holy basil outperformed Xanax for anxiety, without the side effects. The real crime? How hard it is to find quality sources outside herbalist circles. Consider this. Pharmaceutical companies spend billions developing synthetic versions of plant compounds, then patent them. Why? Because you cannot patent nature. That turmeric capsule at Whole Foods? Its curcumin is likely isolated and enhanced to be patentable, missing hundreds of synergistic compounds in whole turmeric. The same game happens with stress herbs. One pharma company recently patented a concentrated ashwagandha extract by removing 90% of its natural compounds. The monk's response when I told them? Laughter. The forest gives us everything, they said. Why break what grows perfect? 10. Your next step. You do not need to spend $100 on fancy tinctures. Start with one herb, like Tulsi tea or a trusted ashwagandha brand. Pay attention to how your body responds within days. Small steps beat grand gestures every time. Stress is not a life sentence. It's a signpost pointing you back to nature's pharmacy. Pick one herb from today, try it honestly for 2 weeks, and come back to tell me what changes. And if this resonated, share it with someone who's tired of quick fixes. Real solutions exist. You just needed to know where to look.